Good day, everybody. I hope you're having a wonderful Thursday. A riff, great to see you. I am doing well. How are you doing today? I hope you're having a great day. It's wonderful to see you in chat as always. Hi, Elena. We're going to be looking at your work shortly. Hi. Let's go ahead and jump into some introductions. Today's been a busy day. I had files to drop off at a client. I had to pick up my car, got my car worked on. Cost a lot of money. That hurt. Had to do, run errands. So busy morning. So I'm a couple minutes late. Forgive me, please. Hello, everybody. My name is Shawn. I'm a photographer. I'm based in Germany. Hi, Oliver. Or what is it? The File New sponsor? File New contributor? Contributor. I like that. File New contributor. I watched the VOD this morning. Good job. Way to be a contributor. I think I've only heard your name so many times here. Wherever you are watching this, hopefully, hi, Riff over on Twitch. File New with Ryan Selvey, and apparently now also me. Apparently. I mean, if you contribute, there's nothing to be shamed about. I'm not giving you grief at all. So, wherever you're watching this, hopefully you can see a Linktree link within the description, and it looks something like this. And you can find me every place I am on the interwebs. If you want to contact me, Skylark, morning, Linda. Am I saying that as a question? Possibly. There's like 3 people that I'm trying to keep straight, and for whatever reason, I can't. Probably because it's Lydia, Linda, and now I don't even remember who the 3rd person is. But if you want to share your work with me or contact the community, Vikram, hey, you can join my Discord from there. Also, if you are watching this on YouTube, Twitch, like, subscribe, follow. It helps. Ooh, Elena has reached a 5-stream streak with some booms. Oh, you did use them. Oh, whoops. That's not what I wanted.
Vikram King 1999 just redeemed Doodle Game. Lazu 77 just redeemed Big Boom.
Thank you, Elena. Vikram, thank you. We'll get to the Doodle Game. We will. It's a fun way to end the stream. And Oliver saying, I only sent in 2 links, the rest was stuff.
Vikram King 1999 just redeemed Big Boom.
There you go, Vikram. Oliver says, I only sent in 2 links, the rest was stuff Ryan found that he thought I'd like. Anything to do with photography. Thank you for the redeems. If you're watching this on Twitch, YouTube, like, subscribe, follow, hit the bell icon, hit the thumbs up, whatever. Photography and birds. That's true. And finally, this is upsetting to me. I'm quick little tangent here. So I had Behance Pro. And it expired. I had it for 12 months. It expired. I didn't get notified that it was going to expire, and I wasn't paying attention to when it was going to expire. Now, one of the cool things with Behance Pro is you can create different sections. So right now, as you can see, I have projects. Well, I created all these sections. I had community artwork. I had subscription areas. I had all this stuff. I had it all broken out. Nice, easy to go through. Well, as soon as I lost the Pro, it just dumped everything back together. So I just got Pro yesterday, last night to be exact, and last night for me. And thank you, by the way, Behance, for helping me out with that. But it didn't keep all my collections. I was like, bummer. But, I mean, is that really a problem? It's an annoyance. That's about it. Oliver says, so it deletes everything to do with Pro and then doesn't put it back when you renew. That's less than ideal. Yes. But your settings, I assume, would reset. So, you know, I went for a few weeks without the Pro. I mean, excuse me, it is less than ideal. I agree with you, Oliver. I'm annoyed by it, but I also kind of get it. You know, if Adobe did this, and let's say your CC lapsed somehow, and when you renewed, like all your libraries were gone, I would panic. This I'm not panicking about. This I'm okay with. If I lost my libraries, I guess it's expected. I wonder if there's a grace period. Well, the thing is, I don't even know. I was not paying attention. So as you can see up here, it says Pro member since February 2026. Okay. It's on me. I was not paying attention to that. It's on me. So, yeah. But I don't know if there's a grace period. I don't know even if with the grace period, if the sections would be saved. I don't know. This is new to me too. Oh, okay. Let's jump over to the Discord. I think I'm done talking about that. We have a couple projects to check out. We have Elena's Behance Gallery, a community challenge, winning artworks. Very cool. Okay, let me share that in chat. Hopefully YouTube or anybody does not get upset for sharing that link. I have not looked at these yet, but I trust Elena. Okay, I know right off the bat I'm going to give that an appreciation. I am Jackie. Good morning. How are you? Hope you're having a great day. Good call out. Good call out on the bottom. All right, let's start at the top. This is an interesting layout, and I kind of dig it. This is different. This is very different. I'm assuming we have no. Oh, Ooh, I thought this was going to be a photo grid. Oh, okay. We have slices. We have slices. I love those waves. Absolutely love them. Okay. This is a very good mock-up. Very well done, Elena. Some of these mock-ups, for whatever reason, they will put strange highlights or strange shadows on some of them. Jackie says, not snowing, so it's great so far. Have a great day too. Thank you, Jackie. It's always wonderful to see you. Some of these mock-ups usually have something funky going on with them, and I always recommend going in and cleaning up the funkiness. But nice mock-up. So is this a slice? Nope, okay. So you've got a dark blue or a background. All right. Now we have a photo grid. Honorable photographer and Adobe community expert Shawn Kozel, that's me, arranged a community challenge called Power in Art in 2025. I participated in that challenge and won. I'm sharing my artworks in this presentation. Thanks a lot to Kozel. Okay, you are gonna make me do this, aren't you? There we go. You absolutely deserved to win, Elena. I was hoping. And you know what? I'm going to put it this way. I am biased. There are times that I am rooting for certain people within the community to win. And I don't tell them this. I never say this. This is the first time I've ever said this with all the challenges I've done. And secretly, I'm like, oh, I really want to give them a CC, an Adobe community, a 12-month subscription of the Creative Cloud. And there's been people who have come through. Stuart was one of them, absolutely came through. Bruce was one of them. And their pieces, the works that they did, actually deserved to win. And so it's one of those things that, like, I'm rooting for certain people. Like, I know their capabilities, I know what they're able to do, and I'm just waiting to see it. And Rick, hello, good morning, afternoon, evening, everyone. Good to see you, Rick. How's the weather? I have not been happy to not be living in Boston until this past storm. The year that I moved there, it was one of the biggest snow seasons that they had, and where they were piling up the snow, there was snow all the way till the middle of August. Boston's not, it's cold during the winter, but it's hot during the summer. There was snow until August where they were piling it up. Oh, crazy. I love the coloring. We have had many shovelfuls of weather lately. Wonderful. Okay. The information from Power in Art, Power in Wave Media was mixed media on paper, which is amazing, and an A4. We have power in art, graphite pencil on paper, A4. We've got the next one, power in nature, digital arts, A4. That's okay, that's amazing. Then we've got power in vision, digital art, size A4. This one, okay, I think that's the power in nature. Is it that one? Let me see. Let me get this right here. Yeah, it was this one. Okay. This is amazing. Like, to me, it feels like a watercolor wash in the background and then almost like colored pencils. And the fact that you're able to pull this off digitally is absolutely amazing. So great talent, great talent. So good. All right. Wonderful work. Thank you for the shout out. All right, Elena, beautiful project. I like the layout. I like what you did here. Yeah, I do. I like that. These are impressive, so intricate, Rick says. They're beautiful. They really, really, really are nice. No, Elena, thank you for sharing. Or should I say you're welcome? Oh, both. Both. Thank you for sharing and you're welcome. I'm not gonna... not give it. Okay. Let's see what we've got here. Participant of Community Challenge theme, level up. Oh, okay, this is the... I did not take part in this challenge. Our very own Katarina ended up graphic designer, Adobe community expert. Katarina arranged a community challenge titled Level Up in 2026. The theme was game related, so I designed some logos for the contest. I participated in that challenge and became a runner-up. I'm sharing my artworks in this presentation. Thank you so much, Katarina. What got weird? Something got weird here. Maybe the stroke? Okay. Oh, I'm going too fast. These are individuals. Chrome and Craft. Hello. How you doing today? Hope you're having a great day. And let me see something before we get... Okay, these are all done in Illustrator. All right, just confirming before we get going. Yep, okay. Chrome and Craft, Tuesday. The Design Ninja was in chat quite a bit. And you could have asked for Ninja Pizza. Great day. All right, good to hear. I think, Elena, this isn't against your work, so we're gonna go through it. Oh, I'll show you, Chrome. I'll do a recap before I get started. I'm trying to work on logos, and am not having success. I'm failing, but that's okay. That's part of the stream. The only thing, Elena, that I kind of wonder with this project, like you talk about the challenge is for game related and it's level up. So I'm almost like, I would have liked to have had your thought process in the intro, only because, like, your thought process of I am making team logos. Because that's, for me right now, that's what it feels like. And I have not looked. Well, I could have fooled me. These are great logo designs. I mean, these are great team logos. Let me put it that way. So I kind, you know, if that is what you were going for, I would like that to be in the intro. Just because I'm a little like, okay, this is not what I expected, which isn't a bad thing. It's just not what I expected. But okay, let's dive into this. Chrome and Craft has a question for everybody in chat. What is it? Great color scheme. Yeah, I like that. Why the bicycle can't stand up on its own? Is this a joke or a kickstand related pun? Is this a centrifugal force? Is this a oh, because it's too tired. Oh, we're gonna need to get some sound effects in here. Do I have Tim's music queued up? No, I don't. All right. I like how the dragon head breaks out of the frame. I do too. It's a good offset path. I like it. Could have been a stroke. Good job on the lettering. Nor. What about unicycles? What about unicycles? This wolf is absolutely gorgeous. I love the sharpness within the fur. I'm digging that. I'm digging that a lot. I don't know if I like that font with this. Like I'm the wolf head is so beautifully done, and then you used like a pixel font. That's my only critique. That's my only critique. But I love it. Again, this one is really good. A Malamute. Could be. Maybe they didn't have any wolves on hand to use as a reference. You know, I can't control when my wolf is around. Sometimes I have to use my Malamute. Just saying. I can still call it a wolf. I wish I could do this in Illustrator. I am not good enough. Very nice. Little bit down here, we got some issues happening. I would actually, above the A, like above the A and over here in the G, I would actually put a shape behind that, just making sure that it's filled. Beautiful. Ooh, that's cool. That's my mistake. No, it's not a mistake. I'm just saying I would look at that. You know, the funny thing is, so I handed over some work today to some clients. And I was like, okay, you know, take your time, take a look at it, and for the project that they're doing, it's due tomorrow. And so they were looking at it, and I was sitting there like all giddy, like, you know, okay, take a look at it, and as you have time, if you need changes, if you need, you know, anything redone, just let me know. I'm happy to redo it, and just, you know, give it a good look over. And it's funny because I forget the fact that when we're dealing, and when I say we, I mean all of us as some type of artists, or even in your normal work, if you're not an artist, whatever it is that you specialize in, there's times you forget that there's people that you may have dealings with that don't have the same knowledge that you have. And so there's things that I did that I was sitting there hoping and praying that they would notice these little details, and they didn't. But those small details, those little minute details that I added to the project, were the little things that helped sell the project as an overall realistic image. So yeah, it's, ooh, that's a great Viking. Is there? Wow, that is subtle. There's a yellow circle behind it. That's kind of cool. That is really subtle. I wish, you know, I wish I could grow horns like that. I can't. I love the colors though. The funny thing is, you know, things like this, like, looks like he might have Glenn's voice. Ugh, that's true. I'm not gonna try to do a Viking accent because there are certain people within this community that I might offend. Is Viking favorite of yellow color? I don't know. Personally, I would think it would be red, but I don't know. That pops. That pops. That is an in-your-face logo. A Viking accent. Norwegian. A Norwegian accent. Put it that way. I don't want to upset Nor. Not Nor. I don't want to upset Stian. All right, let's check out some of these mock-ups. You know, the first village I lived in here in Germany, being from America, being an American, when it comes to history, where I grew up in Oregon is on the West Coast. So nothing is old on the West Coast. I did live in the very first city on the West Coast. But yeah, nothing's old. And being a snobbish style American, I really was not educated on really other than world wars, like big events. So the first village that I lived in Germany, they're like, well, it's only blah blah years old. And I'm like, wait a minute. How is it only such and such so many years old? And they're like, oh, well, if you go to the town hall, there's a museum with all the relics that we found of the original village that was here before the Vikings totally wiped it out. And I'm like, what? The Vikings destroyed it? And they're like, oh yeah. Oh my God, yeah. I'm like, what was the name of the town? And they're like, we don't know. We don't have any record. There's no record of it. There's no document. You know, the internet, you type it into the internet and it's like, oh, I don't know. So it was interesting. I learned a lot about the Vikings from that point on. Nor says, I do have an accent though. You can hear it in my typing. Tonk, 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 tonk. Oliver says, I'm not sure anything in colonial American country counts as old by European standards. No, I gotta move my mic. Let me move my mic. No. But I gotta say that you have the New England region definitely has the most European feeling. Carmen, hello. Let freedom ring for all. Nice name on Twitch. Carmen, it's great to see you. I hope you're having a great day. And this is one of my streams on Twitch you've caught? Wow. Well, welcome back. Yeah, it's great to see you. Elena, great job on your mock-ups. Question. Did you use the mock-up tool in Illustrator to do these? Or was it in Photoshop? Because, oh, get back here. Yes. You did a really good job with this one. Now, one of the things I was working on, Photoshop. I applaud you. I totally would have used the mock-up tool in Illustrator. Wow. Okay. Good job. Good job. Nice work. Great work as always. Thanks for sharing. All right. And I already appreciated that. Yep. Good work. Good work. I like that. Some of these really jump out. The wolves, really dig the wolves, the Viking.
Fujisaki Mafu, you just redeemed Big Boom.
Whoa!
Let freedom ring for all just followed.
Okay. Mafu, I'm not gonna do it. So first off, this is for Mafu. Let's give Mafu a boom. Good to see you, Mafu. Thank you for that. And you know what, Carmen, let's give you a holy shnikes. Hyena, hello, good to see you. I just shard? Wait. I don't know if you know what you just said there, Mafu. I don't know. Oh, you know what? Just out of hope, I think it's time to let's change up our background. Just for giggles. I think we're done with I hope we're done with snow. So, General, hello there. Let's see, what do we want to do? No, I don't. Oh, I don't know their names, Mafu. I'm sorry. Oh yeah, let's do that. Let's get spring going. I think this is the one I want. Yes. Yes. Okay, now we got spring going. Now I'm happy. All right. Let's hold on 1 sec. Okay. I don't like that. There we go. All right, we're set up. Rick knows what I was talking about. I like that background. I like this. What have I missed in chat? It's not spring till Sunday. I'm gonna say, Oliver, I am not a calendar. Don't put those restrictions on me. That is true, Rick. This is wishful thinking. Let's everybody, let's just have wishful thinking. And I am really dark. There we go. Let's just go for some wishful thinking. That maybe the snow is done. Like, we'll have another freeze. I know that. I hope we don't have any more snow. We'll have a freeze. But, okay. We're going to continue on, and I apologize, everybody, that I know for those of you that have been here, this is getting redundant. But I want to make sure that I'm able to talk about OCD. So, for anybody that is new here, let me go ahead and put this into chat. And my nephew, every year, decides to do something big for the year. Ooh. And I'm already interrupted by Restream. Thank you, everybody, for 100 messages. Now, every year he decides to do something big. One year it was give up alcohol for an entire year. Another was to give up social media for an entire year. This year, he wants to run a marathon. He used to be athletic, then he became a doctor, and he teaches chiropractic at the University of Palmer in Iowa, which is like the top college. It's the birthplace of chiropractic work. And anyway, he's decided he's got a brand new baby, like literally really brand new, and he's gonna take this on. He hates running. He's always hates running. He played football in high school, he wrestled, and then when in college, he played rugby, and then kind of just stopped. So he decided to give it a go. Now, to motivate him, he is raising money for the International OCD Foundation. And so the marathon is coming up. And as of right now, I'm like, this is awesome. This is cool. He's trying to raise money, and I'm going to be giving him money. The race is in September, so there's still time. But I'm thinking, how can I help promote this? And so I decided that what I wanted to do is try to get maybe just figure something out that I can give him that he could possibly use if he wants. Do you have an opinion on chiropractic? Was that an eye roll? Absolutely not. Oh, if you want a tangent time, here we go. Tangent time. First off, there's in Mrs. Shawn's family, there's four chiropractors, and oh, you're gone. You're gone. Denied. 4 chiropractors. My Mrs. Shawn, as a young child, ended up jumping into a swimming pool, went off the diving board, and hit heads and fractured her neck at a young age. From that point on, has been going to a chiropractor. And keeping her working, keeping her body working. So, for including Shawn, no. Now, for those of you that know me, I spent 15 years in construction. I did sheet metal, and so I was cutting metal by hand, tin snips. And yeah, ouch is right, tin snips. So, carpal tunnel is a major thing, is a real thing in the trade. And so I was probably 6 years in, and I started getting the symptoms for carpal tunnel. And my wife is like, go see my chiropractor. And I'm like, I can just get cut. It's fine. I'll do the surgery. She's like, just go visit. I said, okay, I'll go. So I went, met the guy, and first thing he did, he lays me down on the table and he's checking me out. He's checking my hips out, and he's not doing anything. He's just seeing how messed up my body was. My hips were like 9 degrees out. My shoulders were cockeyed, a whole bunch of stuff. And he's like, you don't wear suspenders with your tool pouch. And I'm like, no. And he's like, you keep your hammer on your right side. And he went through and named exactly how I keep my tools in my pouches. And he's like, you keep your wallet in your back pocket on this side. And he just named everything I did. And I'm like, holy crud. And he goes, okay. So the issue that is happening here, it's your neck. You don't have carpal tunnel. Everybody's telling you have carpal tunnel. You do not. It's in your neck. We're going to take care of that. And within the first month, my hands stopped falling asleep. They straightened me out. They were putting electrodes from my neck down my arms. And to be fair, wearing suspenders on... Oh, no. No, wearing suspenders with your tool pouch, when you've got big bags and you're carrying all your tools and you're climbing up and down ladders, no. I've worked all over the United States. And to be fair, I couldn't care less if somebody was giving me, oh my God, Oliver, UK English sucks. Yeah. For those of you that do not know, suspenders, if I am not mistaken, are what you wear with like thigh-high stockings in the UK. I do not know, I don't remember what the suspenders that you can wear. Let it be with rain pants. And now pants. Now he's gonna say you have rain underwear? What's that? Yes, what you call suspenders, we call braces. That's what we call suspenders, is what ladies wear to hold up their stockings. Braces. Well, that's what we would put on our teeth. Get them straight. Waterproof underwear. Rain gear. Rain gear. I said gear. Hyena. There. Someplace there is a GIF out there of like a big red neon sign that says Shawn wears no pants. And what occurred is during the beginning of lockdown, I'm streaming and people, I can't remember how it came up, but the UK people, which there's a lot in our community, was like, don't you have pants on? And I'm like, it's summer? I'm streaming. All you see is from here down. I don't... Reindeer underwear. Oh, gear, Rick. I'm like, I'm wearing shorts. I'm not wearing pants. Why would I wear pants when I stream? That's stupid. So the UK people, as they understand it, yes, commando streaming. That's a new form of gaming. I think I'm going to stop talking now. Let's get back. So the chiropractic helped me. Yes. In fact, Mrs. Shawn is going tonight. No pants have been worn since March 2020. Moving on. Oh my gosh. Carmen says, this here is another language altogether. It is, and it gets me into trouble. At least Evie's not here trying to get me to say bad words in Welsh. Yeah. Oh, the funniest, oh my gosh. I gave away a fanny pack, or known as a banana bag, or whatever the heck they're called. But I was giving one away. Rick is trying to bring it back. So your chiropractic nephew is training for a marathon. Yes, Rick, thank you for that. Moving on. Language is fun. Bum bags, yes, bum bags. I got a cool one. Well, no, this isn't the tangent, this is the stream. Okay, so I've decided I was gonna go get merch and show you some merch I got. So let's jump over into Firefly boards. Let's get into our boards. Let's open this one up. So over the past couple weeks, what we've been working on is I have been putting together a mood board. And before we get started, I don't know if you can actually see this, but let me zoom in. So Firefly boards now has this great dot matrix that does nothing. There's no way to change it. There's no reference to what the distance is. Is it pixels, centimeters, inches? What's the distance between the dots? I find them annoying. So, in the meeting last night with the Adobe Firefly team, I brought it up. I said, what the heck is up with these dots? And they're like, well, you can turn them off. I said, how? I said, up here, under the zoom. Great place to put it. Under the zoom, you have show dot grid. If the dot grid annoys you, go ahead, feel free, turn it off. Also, if you are using boards as a presentation mode, no, Rick, okay. I want to know what you all think about this. Let me turn it back on. So, what I said, let's turn it back on, zoom in so you can see them. Of course, the grid options would be in the zoom menu, yeah. Can you play dots at least? Yeah, you could. I mean, there's lines. So I brought that up and I said, since you can't change the grid, I don't find there being a use case for it. And they said, well, it's for like eyeballing your sizes. Yeah, but we don't know what the size is. That's no point. That doesn't mean anything. I said the only thing possibly that it could be used for is if you snap to the dots. I said, but if you add snapping to dots to boards, you make it so you can turn it off. Because there are so many alignment functions within boards that I love, and that people have come out and said, I wish Illustrator had this. I wish, other apps had this. Snapping to dots could be very annoying. It could be. So the team, immediately as soon as I said that, they sent the suggestion off to the developers. So if we have snapping to dots and you don't like it, I'm sorry. It's my fault. I will take the blame for it. But you better be able to turn it off. That's all I can say. Okay. Turn grid off. Next thing, if you're doing a presentation mode and you want a clean screen, you can right click and hit hide UI. And that's going to hide everything. So all you have is a clean screen. So if you're doing any type of presentation. How about the measurements? we voiced our general, we voiced our concern about the measurements, but due to the fact that they did not seem as excited as a snapping to the dots. The dots and the snap teams had several meetings because of you then. Probably today, yeah. There's a group of people in India at Adobe that are like, this Shawn guy, he just needs to shut up. Shut up. Okay. So I wanted to put together a mood board just to kind of help me. And so we've got Tanner. Tanner Talks is the Instagram that we have right here that we're trying to promote. Get over here. We've got the Quad City Marathon in Iowa, which the dates are the 26th or 27th. They have a whole sprint just for show. Probably. We have the International OCD Foundation. So we've got the International OCD Foundation logo. We've got the ribbons. We have Tanner's words. We put together some wording. We did wordplay, is this, that, or that. And we were able to pull up some content, some quick imagery. And with that, and I'll be jumping into Illustrator soon, but we came up with a color palette. We've got the ribbon that is for the OCD awareness. And that's kind of where we're at. So for the last few streams, I've been just riffing on some ideas and trying to get things down, taken care of. Rick in chat suggested about... Hold on. I should rework? I'm going to focus on one thing at a time. I'm going to focus on one thing at a time. I'm not going to go through and change the logo for the foundation that is we're trying to raise money for. If that makes sense. Okay. So to begin with, just to bring everybody up to speed, I had some ideas. Let's jump over here. First off, wanted to make some bibs, and so we created some bibs. Then Tony had a wonderful idea of adding a shoe into kind of the background and doing a knockout of the number on the bib. And what's going on with that? Why is everything moved? Oh, shoot. Shoot. Hold on. That is strange. I did not expect that to happen, but it makes sense. Okay, let me tell you what I did. So, I built a banner. I gave it a rounded rectangle. I added the holes for the safety pins. And when I shrunk it down, because the radius of the banner changed, it kind of cut the holes out. So, yeah, that's weird. Okay. All right. I'm okay with that. We're back. We're back. Everything's okay. Woo. So we started with that. Then I wanted to make some shoes. So just kind of riffing on stuff. So we made some shoes, and we've got our shoes there. Then Rick, and I'm blaming Rick, came up with the idea of possibly a shoe from behind. And let me show you. I've deleted it from this file so far, but that is the reference image that I was using. And to me, I was having problems. So going through, I created my own shoe, and so far we have heard that I've said it looks like a funny looking guy with a stocking cap. We have a toilet bowl cleaner. We have a spray paint can. Oh, Rick, I am totally pinning this on you because it was hard as heck, and I really tried to get it to work, and I still haven't been able to do it. So we moved on, and it's still not reading a shoe. So I decided to put some tread on the bottom of the shoe, seeing if I can get it to look like a shoe. So this is kind of where we ended. It wasn't Oliver, Stewart in chat was saying, hey, take the outline, see how it looks without the outline. So we tried that. Then I went in, did a black and white version there. And with the black and white version, I wanted to add the tread. So this is where we ended. And I am just still, I don't know if it reads as a shoe. Is that a zipper at the top? No, it's a little handle to pull the back of your shoe on. Oh, a wobbly water bottle. Yeah. That was the other one. So yeah, this is kind of where we're at here with those. And it looks like a shoe to me. I have trainers that look like that. Fancy toothpaste wearing a hat. Devlin, thank you. While Tony was here, Tony was given some great suggestions with the bibs about trying to add in, different shoes, and then envelope distort, which did not work at all. Envelope distort just destroyed everything. Then I tried to do some knockout there. And so this is kind of where we're at with the bib. Yeah, We'll see how this goes. Well, Oliver, if you're saying it looks like a shoe, you're like the first. Because I'm having a difficult time pulling it off. And Carmen, you are new here. You have not seen any of these streams. Do these feel like the back of a shoe? If you're still here, of course. The bottom of a shoe? No. Thank you for your honesty. Thank you for that. Okay, so from there, we've decided to start getting in, and this badge here is where we ended on Tuesday. I mean, the Adidas trainers I have on the right that I have on right now look almost exactly like the underneath. Try it upside down. But no, it doesn't look like the back of a sneaker either. Well, the stream, I was actually holding a sneaker and I was using that as reference. So, yeah. We will do exactly as the ambassador has instructed, and you will learn your place, young one. we're gonna continue with these badges. How about the curve? If you change the curve of the up here at the top, which curve? We got a lot of curves going on. A sneaker. The line going up and down. The line going up and down is a seam. And like all shoes have them. And it felt weird. Like it feels like it really doesn't look like a shoe now. I think that's the one you mean. Yes. Okay, hold on. I'll be right back. Sorry about that. I changed my mind. Let me grab the image again. All right, so this is contour lines or a gradient, something to show a bend. You could also skew the pattern to get larger at the top of the heel. Imagine all the pebbles that would get stuck in those holes. A nightmare. Yeah, that's true. I see the dance party. So this was the reference that I initially started to use. And then I wanted to take it more straight on. So that's when I started to take a real shoe and kind of holding it up at the angle. And the shoes that I was using kind of have that point. The gradient, for the coloring, now I'm really bad at starting to jump into colors and stuff. And I needed to stick with black and white and try to figure stuff out. First off, not get into freaking colors. Like I got the shape and I wasn't sold on it. So that's when I started to start adding colors. This is over here. Here is our original that we made. I'm just making copies. And so does this one doesn't have the line at all, does it? You're not even grouped. How dare you? How dare you? Nope. Yeah, these aren't even joined. This is like a sketch. So what I had to do, and as you can see, well, let's go into outline mode. That still doesn't tell you anything. But you can see these are literally just paths. They're not closed at all. So to get where we needed to, we jumped over and I went through and closed everything up so we could add fills, and you can see how we've got things layered up. Okay. Now, I'm saying to show the bend. if this isn't going to be selling me, and it's not, this is not selling me. This is not something that I'm saying, this is cool. I would put this on a post, a social post. I would use this. I would put it, you know, some type of branding. It's not there for me. And I keep going away from it and coming back to see if I can figure out where the problem is. So that's kind of where I'm at now. These shoes up here, as individual pieces, I don't like them. Together, I'm kind of digging it. They have some possibilities for something, and I don't know what. I mean, maybe I should have made them small and used those as the pattern of the bottom of the shoe. The bib, I like the orange bib. I'm not sold yet on the orange bib with the letters knocked out. Where we're going with the badge, Devlin came up with a great thing, and I think this is what we're going to work on to start with, is I did these badges really fast just to see what I like and what I don't like, but I want to switch it around. That first reference picture showed a bit of the side of the shoe. No, ooh, yeah, it absolutely did. And that was one of the issues that I was having, is it's almost like too much detail. So if we down here, I wanted something that was simpler shapes, and this didn't sell me on it. Not at all. No. So that's why I tried to take what we had here and simplify it into that. Is that simplified? Well, the beginning shape is. Oh, Carmen, I am sorry. But thank you for supporting my stream by watching. I will be making a grand total of about 10 cents. Oh, Amazon gets all the money. Okay. Yeah, I'm I guess ditching the concept is a better option unless you change the medium. This method doesn't read. Well, this is the part. Now, okay. I've never done anything like this. Nate, hello? I have never done anything to this extent. Like, I have learned the concepting, but I have never done the practical side of this. So the idea of getting your ideas down, sketching, like I had sketches, I had ideas of what I wanted, of where I wanted to start from. And the whole idea of going through and riffing and seeing what you can get out of this stuff, since this is for family, I'm trying to work it through. I'm trying to work the problem, and I'm failing. I mean, to be perfectly honest. So if I do ditch this, I'm perfectly fine ditching it. I have no problem. I have no connection to this except for the time. If this is something that I could have succeeded at, I would have been like, cool, I like it. I like it. My favorite one is the red with the darker blue. I don't have any blue. In the bottom, between the black and white, and the lighter blue. Black and white. Oh, this one without the strokes. I'm assuming, Carmen, that's what you mean. You mean, Nate? The issue that I'm having is, to me, this doesn't read as a shoe. If I am honest, having something funky like the black and white one without the Tanner Talks, the one with the black treads, right here, this one right next to me, the black shoe, I actually like that. That is the closest one that I'm like, okay, I like it, because if somebody went, what the heck is that? It's the bottom of a shoe. It's a shoe running. A shoe pushing off. Oh. And if it makes somebody stop and look and actually take a second to look at it and go, what the? I think it did its job. That's kind of the way I'm leaning. It's a nice idea, but does not really read as a shoe. Right. I agree. I'm with you. And I still don't have an answer on how to fix it. If only there was some other equipment necessary for running a marathon. Would he run it while carrying something? An umbrella? We could do the seaweed water packs. Totally biodegradable, no waste. We could. I need to bring something in. Give me 1 second, everybody. What about a side view? You could make the traction that way. So the side view that I wanted to go for was the simplicity, is what I was hoping for here with the side view. that's kind of what I was sketching. And I don't mind it. Don't mind it. Okay. Let me find this really quick. Maybe? Where are you? Wow, that was a slow opening there. Bear with me. I know what's new in Lightroom. Okay, let me see. What would this be under? Let's get up here. Let's do all photographs. Give me a second, everybody. Okay. Okay. Chat in a bit there, Shawn. Okay, Nate. So, Boston Marathon. I'm not going to go through all 700 photos. So this was from 2016 Boston Marathon. And it was in the Natick area. And I was able to set up in a few different areas, getting the wheelchair runners coming through first was cool as heck. And just getting an idea of what they've got. So let's get down past okay, here's the elite runners. I mean, that is so freaking cool. None of them, not one of them out of those three are touching the ground. Not one. Good gel pack. And let's see, here's the elite runners. I have a question for Shawn. In your whole experience of photo editing, what's the biggest size of a photo you've ever worked on? Massive. I mean, huge panoramas. Huge panoramas. Now, they were not printed huge, and off the top of my head, I mean, well, hold on. I can actually show you. Okay, so some of this may key out, but let me move my mic. Now, some of these, like these are 9 photos. Have you thousands of layers like Jesus Ramirez? No, but definitely hundreds and hundreds of layers in composites. Now, the composites I've done have been much bigger. Like we're talking PSBs, Photoshop big documents. But these that I get printed out, which I have a bunch of, these are like 9 photos. And so when you're bringing them in and stitching them together, the files get huge. It's really beautiful. Thank you. Plaza de España. It looks horrible on stream. But look at the water. It looks like it's rippling. That's kind of cool. And so, you know, these working on size, I have never been concerned about working on a file size. Seville. Genau. Yes. And yeah, so I've never been concerned. Like, I want whatever is going to be the final piece. So yeah, I've got a bunch of these hanging up. Now you have to remember, in my old house in America, I have museum. Oh, let me go put this back. Hold on. Okay, so in my old house, and I can't do it here because this is a 120-year-old stone house, but I have museum clips. And so I've got these big rods. I put the clips up into the top of the ceiling or near the top of the wall. These clip on, and then I'm able to actually slide in cables. So I would change out my photos. Now I have my own photo printer. I do all my own stuff. In fact, I hang this stuff up in my wife's office And that way, if during the seasons or new photos that I've got, new photos that I have, she can swap them out. And I print out at like A3. And so they're pretty big prints. And I put them on foam board and hang them. So they're super lightweight and you can just constantly change stuff. Chromecraft, the walls of your house are the luckiest. I'm off to sleep. Have a great stream. See you next one. Hyena, have a great evening. Thank you so much for being here. So, I hope Chrome, does that, honestly, the only time I've ever been concerned with the size of a document is when all of a sudden I'm watching down in Photoshop and that number cranking up and I'm like, I gotta save this as a PSP. I have to change it. So that's it. Okay. I know that didn't answer your question, but I hope it kind of put it in perspective. All right. As of now, I do have a photo, and I did not realize it until after the fact that I have size matters not. Look at me, judge me by my size, do you? I was just curious. I'm that kind of guy. No, I love the questions. I love the questions. I was unaware when I took the photo, like I said, until later, it was on the news, but of a woman that was severely injured in the Boston Marathon bombing. And got a pretty good photo of her. I saw her on the news and I'm like, I have her photo. So that made me proud. That made me proud. Okay. This is one of, okay, I was getting, I don't want to say bored. That's the wrong word. But I was getting into some time. I did everything over this like 6 hours that I was stuck here. Every type of photography imaginable. Like photographing every single bit. I'm just seeing if anything jumps out at me that we could go with. Oh, there she is. Yep. Not good photos. But to be honest, I don't care. This was when I saw her coming, I tried to get these photos and I missed focus. I'm moving, I missed it. And unfortunately, like I said, I didn't realize who she was until later on. And then I was like, oh, I'm getting emotional right now. I'm getting a little emotional. This means a lot to me. Okay. We're moving on. We are moving on. Do you have some camera suggestions for a beginner just taking pictures once in a while, but wants is both kidneys survived. To be perfectly honest, your phone. I am not a phone photographer. If you went through my phone, you would see maybe 5 photos of like actually trying to take a photo. Other ones are like photos I would never take. Like for when I was in Iowa, my parents ended up sending having a bakery deliver food. So taking a picture of it and sending it to my parents and telling them thanks. Here it is. I don't use my phone for that. But your phone can be a great gateway. Because the most important thing that you need to learn and you need to develop as a budding photographer is your eye. I mean, that's the number one thing, is being able to see, moving your feet. Oh yeah, you could, well, I mean, there's so many different controls now, General. You can use the new Lightroom app. You can use like the new Lightroom, you have the new Lightroom app. You've got the Pro features. And using those in your phone can help you develop your understanding of your settings, of how it all works. Every couple years, I do a whole stream of beginning. No. General says, like Shawn's big DSLR, which is always in Pro mode. Program mode is not good. Vikram, the issue. Okay, I heard a rumor that iPhone cameras are become better than DSLR and mirrorless cameras. The issue is your sensor for the phone is like the size of your pinky fingernail. It's small. Your lenses suck. Now they're using processing and I'm not gonna get into that. The fact that somebody can sit here and tell me Blackmagic Design has a great camera app. It's more for video though. Yeah, Blackmagic, everything Blackmagic is good. I'm not going to bash on iPhone use, because if somebody actually goes through and is learning, because the same thing, like with me, I never had an iPhone. When I got this a few years ago, I had to ask the guy, like, how do you turn it on? How do you make a call? Oh yeah, General had to change his stuff up. General Kenobi. You can't compete. If you have a great body, I don't care which body, what maker, whatever. You can have a great body, and if you have bad glass, you're gonna have a bad photo. That's a big thing. So I don't know. I enjoy my DSLRs. And I'm not trying to tell anybody not to use their phone. I am not one of those people that show up at a wedding and sit there and try to tell the newly married couple, oh, you need to have kids right away, as soon as possible. Have kids. Ruin your entire freaking life as soon as possible. No. Enjoy being married. Like there's some specific app users that if you say, I don't use it, I don't have a need for it, they're like, oh my God, you have to use this app. No, I don't. I really don't. And you can tell me how great it is. Fine, I'll listen. But if I don't have a use for it, I still don't have a use for it. And you all know which app I'm talking about. Still don't have a use for it. What do you mean, those people? Oh, those people that are trying, one of two things that they're trying to do. One, they're trying to justify their decision for whatever it is that they're doing or using. That's one. Or number two, misery loves company. Are you talking about the Nikon app? I haven't used the Nikon app forever. Forever. What trip was that? Maybe Porto? Maybe Porto. I think I in front of a church, I ended up hooking up, getting the app hooked up to my phone, hooked up to my phone. See what you did to me, General? Hooked up to my camera and did a remote trigger of Mrs. Shawn and myself in front of a cathedral. Okay. Trying to get inspiration here, people. God, it was so freaking hot that day. So hot. See, there is... That's a side view that I could have used, but I'm okay with that. There's another one, the orange one. Caroline, hello. Good to see you. They started throwing oranges at me. Those freaking runners. How you doing, Caroline? Actually, okay. Here is another good tip. Number one, when you're taking a photo, move your feet. Move around. Check out different angles. Move a little bit to the left and the right. I specifically made this image. As you can see, I have a bunch of them here with that orange. Specifically in mind to show that at the feed station, they're handing out oranges. That is 100% why I took these images. I'm doing okay, thanks. Good to hear, Caroline. When life gives you oranges, squirt them in your eye. Big Newton. What lens did you use? I switched a lot of lenses with this. I think my 70mm. There you go. That is my 70. I mean, I had everything. That might be... Okay, that's my 85. So I was switching lenses a lot, but the majority of them, this is so much fun. People love having their photos taken, even when they're feeling horrible. F0.01. I'm trying to kind of look at just 26 miles in 26 weeks. I don't think I ever noticed that before. Oh, that's a good one. That's a good one. I like that. Oh. She was having fun with her Twizzlers. She was having fun with her Twizzler stick. All right, come on, Shawn. Focus now. I have not even done any work yet. Oh. Then I brought out my 7mm fisheye. Participants thinking you are a photojournalist. I have a press pass, Vikram. I've used it. And I have been published in newspapers. So if I want to call myself a photojournalist, I can loosely. I have met all of those criterias. Vikram was trying to be funny, and it bounced back on him. I'm just not getting... I don't want to do a hat. I don't want to do socks. I mean, if I do it on a phone, that'll teach them. Yeah. That's what you get for being snarky, Vikram. If I put it on a phone, something to do with a phone, it'll come across as like a podcast. I don't want that. She's happy. I mean, these, I think Rick was talking about maybe water bottles. They're so small. Okay. That was not as productive as I would have liked. All right. We're going to close down. We're going to skip this time. Let's get into here. I need to work on this badge. I want to work on this badge. So let's go ahead. Let's grab... Let's stick with black and white to begin with. Let's grab that. Let's make a copy of this badge. And so to be perfectly honest, what I ended up doing here is I got a circle, I did a text on a path, and cheated. So I think we're going to do that again. Yeah, let's go ahead. We're going to ungroup everything. Let's grab our text on a path. We're going to delete that. Let's open up our layers and okay. Vikram says, Shawn, can you give me a lens suggestions for Holi Festival that is to be held next week? I have a 35, a 50, and 85. Which of these three fixed lenses is perfect for this? Totally depends upon what you want to shoot. If you know, a 35 millimeter, first off, I don't know what camera body you've got, so if it's a crop sensor. But with that being said, if you are trying to shoot wider, obviously go with the 35 millimeter. If you're trying to shoot more close-ups, go with your 85. 50, the nifty 50 is always a good go-to. Nikon Z8. The nifty 50 is always a good all-around, but sometimes you're just not getting the width that you want. So that's just something that you need to think about. Take them all. Take them all. They're not that big. That's my suggestion. All right, let's go ahead. Let's grab the ellipse tool. Get to our center point. Then you'll want a different body. You'll want two bodies, is what you'll want. Come on, give me center. Give me center. We'll have to adjust that. That's fine for right now. Get everything centered here. All right, where are you? Okay. With that, let's go ahead. We're going to do a no fill. And actually, Oliver, all the Nikons, that's one of the best selling features for a Nikon is the if it's a Nikkor lens, if the sand and rain, not water, sand and rain sealed. I've had my Nikons in some pretty tenacious stuff, and it wasn't until Iceland in torrential rain that it finally died. Damn. Okay, let's go type in a path tool. Let's go right there. And say, why can I not see this? Like, seriously, why the heck can I see this? What is happening here? Okay. Yeah, my dad, on his trip to Boston, we got caught in a rainstorm. He shoots Canon, trashed his entire camera. Yeah, it was not good. Not good. There. Oh, I think I know what's going on. No. Oh, I'm in the wrong freaking... Oh, crud. I'm in the wrong group. Okay. Get that to our top. Jump into here. Let's actually spell it properly. Let's do that. Let's get into our properties. Operator error. I can handle it. Ooh. One of the things that I was thinking about is getting rid of the number maybe in the badge. We'll test it. We'll test it. Let's get this going. So let's grab that. Let's do a command C. Now, I thought we're gonna have to figure this out. line to baseline. Okay, that's what I needed, the options. Rick says I have wrong group on my Illustrator bingo card. Let's flip. Give me a preview, please. There we go. Don't want center. Baseline? Nope. All right. Ooh, we still need, I don't like that cue. I do not. Okay, let's grab that. Let's get in. We don't want bokeh. We want Budic. Go. Let's bring that in again. All right. Devlin, better? Good tips. Good tips, Devlin. I love this font, but it's just too much contrast. I mean, yeah, too much contrast. Too thin. Is this live text? Yes, it is. I mean, bokeh, the roca is fun. Oh, I do not like it that far down. A sans serif would be better. This is such a minimal serif, though. Are you serif shaming? Are you? I mean, one of the things that I like about it, Rick, and I can be wrong, I can totally be wrong about this, is that we have the rounded funness but it's not, it doesn't feel childish. Oh, I like that font. I like that font, Rick. You're not gonna make me go look at fonts again. Jeez, Rick. Why you gotta be like that? I mean, we went away. I mean, obviously it reads better than here. Okay, wait, Rick, I respect your comments and your ideas. Don't listen to me, I'm an engineer, not a designer. If you can tell me why, other than it would just be better, I will look at fonts. Otherwise, we're about time to start some doodle game. I'm out of water. And I will wait for you, Rick. I think I would knock out the rectangle behind the number through the inner circle. Knock out the rectangle. On the 4? Okay, let's try something. I don't know if I agree with you right now. Usually you're correct, Devlin, and it just takes me a while to realize it. Leave the upper and lower arc of the inner circle. Maybe it's just the tracking of the bottom text that is bugging me more than the font. What are we? Well, jumped up. That made no difference. Are you saying it's too tight or too loose? Okay, now, crud, I gotta do it over here. Hold on. Please hold, everybody. The tracking doesn't match the text at the top. Crap. It's the 4. Interesting. So this 4... This 4 is way lower. This is what's throwing you off. This point right here is way lower than the point here on the 6. The descender. I think it's a descender. I mean, we could tighten it up. Yeah. I'm down with that, Rick. Okay. Ad breaks have started. Let me knock this out really quick. I did that as a -8. I gotta do it here. All right, let me get this going. Okay, where's my other one? No, that's not it. All right. I'm not talking because I'm really focusing. I thought I did. I thought. Okay, there it is. Got our fill, our offset path. That needs to be black, right? No, it needs to be white. Where the heck is that circle? Okay, we do. That needs to be. Needs to be white. The offset path needs to be black. And bear with me, everybody. I don't know which one I like better. But we're getting there. We're getting there. And Devlin, I see. What you're saying, how could I do that? I mean, okay. Think about it. Think about it. I forgot it does the Pac-Man. I'd probably have to cut it. Or I could split it up. Right? 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 Okay, let's try it. Let me make a copy of this really quick. Devlin, for you. And before we start screwing this up, oh, Manzi. Because, oh yeah, I will. Okay. I mean, I still need to outline the text and all this stuff, but I'm not worried about that right now. So let's get in, let's grab our text, and I'm gonna hold shift. We want that eclipse. Let's get in here and see if we can divide everything up. There we go. Now, okay. Oh, it didn't divide it, did it? All right, let's do this differently. Let's unlock that. It's a path, so it should be okay. Grab that. Grab that. If I subtract from what's on top, got that. All right, we got to do this. Come on. Let's create outlines. Okay, we've got our outlines. Let's take that shape there. Don't know why. Now let's grab that group. Grab that shape. I don't want Tanner Talks. Why did that happen now? Where's my black outlines? Ugh. I don't know why I listen to you chat. I have to release? No, I don't want to do that. Why did I lose my stroke? Ugh. Oh my God, are you freaking for real? Ah. All right. All right. I've had it. I don't like it. Okay, you're gone. You're gone. You've been a headache. Boom, you're gone. What am I doing now? All right, let me open up Photoshop. Oh, it's freaking 3 o'clock already. Vikram, are you still here? We're gonna get the doodle game going. Okay. Let me get set up. And then I'm gonna need... I need water. You're killing me, Devlin. What am I doing? I need the generator. Okay. All right, everybody. I will be right back. Let me go get some water. Give me 2 minutes, please. Photoshop is opening. Okay. I like the spring background. Welcome in, everybody. If you are new here, we end the stream playing a doodle game if somebody has redeemed it, and Vikram has. So the way this works is I'm going to generate a topic, a something to draw. I'm going to try to draw it the best of my abilities, which is not good. And then, chat, you get to guess what it is. Frank, hello. You are just in time for the doodle game. Let me go ahead, and we are going to be starting easy. And let's get our first word. I think we've done this, but I don't remember. But I know we've drawn it. We've drawn it before in the past. Okay, let's go ahead. Hit B for brush. See, got that. Everything looks good. We got our colors. And here we go. Frank, I hope you're having a good day. Good to see you. I never win, but I have fun to play. I'm glad that you play. A fat cactus. Cloud. Frank! You won! You won! Woo! A storm, a cup. Ugh. Yeah, I need to figure out a different name for you, Frank. All right, we're gonna end now. Frank's won. Cloud. All right. Hey, who was asking me if I have 1,000 layers? Like Jesus? I think I do here. I'm already up to group 20. All right. We are going to kick it up to medium. Ooh, I don't know if I'm going to be able to draw this well, but I think you get the picture. Maybe. Okay. Oh my god. Oliver got squirrel. Just from the tail. Devlin came in with squirrel 2 seconds later. Oh my gosh. Oh, General came in with a rabbit. Bronk got squirrel. Caroline got squirrel. I'm on fire today. I'm on fire. Oh my gosh. Oh, that's just hilarious. I'm like, oh, I'm gonna suck at this. This is gonna be bad. I don't know what I'm doing. Squirrel from that. Vikram says a question mark. Oh. Wow. I tell you, after a rough stream like today, this brightens my mood. This is a good way to end. So, Vikram, thank you for redeeming. All right, let's kick it up to hard. I think we did this. Pretty sure we did. I named mine all the same. Nut. Don't say it out loud, Shawn. Zach. Boy, did I walk into that one. Devlin. Okay, I think we did electrical outlet. Ooh. This is gonna be tough. I think. Okay. Let's do this. You know what? Go with it, Shawn. Just go with it. An apple. Okay, good job, Vikram. All right, a turtle. A fruit. A rotten apple. Bite, temptation, the core, pip, new world. Cider, apple core, core. Wait. No, that's not it. That's not it. I may have done this. Hold on. What is, wait. You all got what I wanted you to get, but hold on. Oh, it's giving me all German. Hold on. Oh, God. One moment, please. One moment, please. Oh. A peel, a skin. A knife, a juice. The peel. What is another word for the peel? A fruit knife. The pulp. Rind. Rind. I'm sorry, everybody. I totally screwed that up. Caroline, it was rind. That was my fault, 100%. The rind of an apple. Why did I was thinking core. I know it was kind of the leftovers if you, all right, that's embarrassing. Let's, come on. Hey. Let's just move on. Let's not blame anybody. Pear and apple, apple pear, care bear, barely there. Rick got it. Right, Rick. There's nobody to blame. We can move past this. Considering this is my first apple stabbings. I so don't want to do this, but I have to. All right. Come on, I can draw a straight line. No, I can't. Okay, keep going. Golf. Josh. This is Photoshop, not Illustrator. Somebody did a redeem on for the doodle game to end the game. Oliver, Josh. Oh. Thank you. I knew we would get there. I knew we would get there. Oh my gosh. Okay. No further clues needed. Nope. I knew we'd get there. All right, so. We've got Oliver. Not very often do I use color. I thought this one might help. Oh. You all are such my community. That's all that we're going to talk. That's all we're going to say about that. We're moving on. We are moving on. Okay. Let's get on to the next one. That was really hard. Now we're going back down to hard. Move along. No way. I cannot believe. General, oh my God. I cannot believe that this came up next. I hope I can draw this decently. We have. I will scroll up to make sure I didn't miss anything. Iceland, Greenland, sand, row your boat, speedboat, land speeder, a ship, a hover what, Vikram? A droid, emperor, canoe, skiff, speed, spacecraft, float, fly, ambassador. Hoverboard? It is hover car? Devlin got it with hovercraft. Overcraft. Oh my God. I cannot believe hovercraft came up right when General's talking. I think he controls the internet. General, you know. Hovercraft. I cannot believe. Wait. Can't believe hovercraft came up. Oh. Oh. How can I? Okay. Okay. All right. Oh, you meant it related to General Kenobi? I thought you meant it related to the previous one. No, it was a little bit related to General Kenobi. Just a little bit. Just a tiny, tiny bit. All right. This is going to be a tough one. So please bear with me. Lips. Oh, that's a horrible nose. Kiss. Duck face. Mick Jagger. Mick Jagger. Yeah. Don't want to bump nose. Okay. Vikram had. There's no tongue. There's no tongue. Vikram had it with kiss. But what's other words? Not kissing cousins. What are other words for the kiss? Heated rivalry, a peck. Smooch. Okay. And what is it? A bus. Smooch, Rick, you got it? Take whatever letter is crossed out off that word. Mooch. Mooch. Devlin got it. A mooch. How would you draw a mooch? Honestly. What is a mooch? A mooch is if I am trying to take advantage of you, like some 26-year-olds can be mooching off their parents. It's taking advantage of a situation. So they can be a mooch. A person taking advantage of a situation or taking advantage of others. And I don't know how to draw that except for smooching and taking away the S. I thought that was a good idea. Mooch a beer. What it? Mooch a beard or a mustache? I have no idea what you're talking about. Well, you got there. You got there. Okay, I have time for maybe one or two more. Could I be a beer? Could I mooch a beer off of you? Good idea. It is an odd word. It's not really used that much anymore. So. A shirt? Yes. Absolutely. What type of shirt? You're getting there. A sweatshirt? Whoa, whoa, what did I just do? A thermal shirt? A dress shirt. Josh got it. Josh got it with dress shirt. Woo! Good job, Josh. We've got a couple new winners today. An Oxford. Frank won? Josh won? Nice. You get to be a winner. You get to be a winner. How many holes are there in a t-shirt? Bottom, top, arm? 4? 4, I'm thinking. I'm guessing. Okay, last one. That was a good one. Let's see what really hard comes up with. How old is it? Ooh. Oh. This is going to be tough. This is going to be a good one to end on, I think. Ooh. All right. Take care, Frank. Thank you for stopping in and good job winning. All right, here we go. You know what? No. Shoot, that's the right way to do it. Okay. Standing stones. A vice. Are there other words for vice? A clamp. Clamp, clamp, clamp. Okay, bear with me. We've got clamp. Okay? Ugh. Horrible shoe. A cramp. A cramp. Whew. Good job, Josh. Bam. Good job. Oh. I thought that was going to be a tougher one. Woo! Jed Clampett. Oh my gosh. All right, what time is it? We have time for one more. Jack and I are going to be live in an hour and a half. Okay, last one. I promise. Last one, everybody. This is just too much fun right now. Too much fun. This is going to be interesting, to say the least. If you put the leg in the cramp, does the cramp go away? No. No, it does not. All right. Hopefully, some of you get this. A stone, a rock. A sofa, a cushion. A raft. Toothpaste. A vacuum. An iron. A sprinkler. Sprinkler. Okay. What are you doing with the sprinkler? Lawn sprinkler, sprinkler system. Yep. A pool vacuum, Nor, good one. Watering, watering. What's other words for watering on a big scale? Lawn sprinkler. Playing in the sprinkler, machine sprinkler. Hydrating, sprinkling. Irrigating, take away. Well, I'm going to give it irrigation. I'm going to give it to Devlin. Irrigation. Irrigation system. Josh got it too. This is, we haven't had, I don't think we've had this one, but we had some like it. And I was trying to draw crops and all this stuff, and it just didn't come across. So I'm gonna, whoa, get back here. I'm gonna give it to Devlin. Okay. Irrigation. I couldn't remember the word. Crops need to be drawn too. Vikram, you go ahead and draw crops in your doodles. It's a sprinkler. It doesn't matter the size. You guys know. Okay.
Vikram King 1999 just redeemed Big Boom.
See you, Rick. Have a great day. It'd be corny. It would. Thank you, Vikram. All right. So, in an hour and a half, Jack and I are going to be live on the Firefly Discord. If you got time, swing on by, say hi. I know Wade is streaming also at the same time. NASCAR crop circles. That's irrigating. That's big time irrigating. Yeah, I have no other announcements. That's it. So, is Penny still streaming? Because we can always pop in if she is still streaming. I have not right. Jane is live. Jane, okay. We'll pop into Jane. Let's start raid. Okay, everybody. Have a great weekend. Take care. Stay safe. Stay creative. Just be kind. I'll see you in Jane's stream. Bye, everyone.